Good morning, everyone. I've got a special guest with me. It's my cousin Claire. I came down to Lewiston last night and we are going to the flea market today. It's at the fairgrounds. It's been what, 2 years? No, we went last year. Yeah, last year, and got a ton of stuff. I actually did a video on that. I will include that below if you want to go back and watch that. So hopefully we will find some good stuff today. My first little purchase of the day. That is such a cute little hook for 50 cents. Brass.
Yeah.
It's kind of, is that? What do we have here? Look at this shelf. It's only 12 bucks. Yeah, too early to go to the car for a drop off, so I'm just gonna make that work. Found all these little Western things, a couple buckles and earrings. Those are so cute. And I've seen this idea of making belt buckles into necklaces. All right, I'm picking up that little table for $5. All right, so we're going to the car to do our first unload. I grabbed a lot of stuff y'all didn't see on camera, so I'll show you a few of those things.
Got this cute little teapot.
$1
for $1. Table.
I'm so excited about this. What was it, $20 I think? But look at the frame on that.
Hand painted and signed.
Signed from 1963. Super excited about that. And then I also got this table for $7. It's my lucky table day. Flower taco. Who doesn't need a flower taco in their life?
And then we have
A couple belt buckles, this cute little box. And a water jug, it's brand new. I love this kind, mine broke, and I got that for $3.
more.
Then we got a few other cute little pickups. A lot of Western stuff today. And I got a few brass things. What else is down in here? Got this little horse glass art on an easel. I think we saw those, yeah. Oh, did I show that one? Yeah, another horse little buckle. Back for round 2. All right, I just grabbed another little table for $5, kind of mid-century with a leather top. Well, I guess the chicken does come before the egg. All right, so I got another cart full of goodies to show y'all. And so this pillow was sticking out of here and it said they could not get it back in. So I said, challenge accepted. I got that baby back in for $1. Show me your purse.
Very cute. Very demure.
Little Dooney. Nice. It's filming. Okay, I'll grab it. All right, so we finished the market. We made 3 rounds. I think we did really good. We left with cash in our pocket, so we got some really good deals and got extra time now. So, want to go thrifting?
Yeah.
Okay, we're on thrifting. Alrighty, first stop. Found that pretty little book and it has pictures in it. It's from the 50s. It's dated inside. Okay, we got a 2 for Goodwill and St. Vinny's right next to each other. So, found this so far. I think that'll be really pretty for fall. It's a little hand-painted vase. Kind of like that frame. $6. And why, yes, this is a wine slushie to go. Okay, well, didn't find anything at St. Vinny's, but we've got, I think, 2 more thrift stops to make. So now we're going into the Salvation Army. This is the tiniest pepper shaker I have ever seen. Those are very pretty, but 13 for the set. $5. And like everything I pick up is expensive here. I like those, but jeez. All I found was this cute little bookmark for 99 cents for my Bible. Okay, last one for today. This is a good one though. I like this store. Found this little set of brass napkin rings, and then these cute little Italian, I think, is that Florentine? think so. Little dishes are only 99 cents. Claire's taking out the trash. Is that not the cutest thing though? $8.99. I love it. Okay, that was a good little stop. Look at my bag. So excited about that. Can't wait to show y'all all of our findings. All right, welcome back to this incredible haul. I have a lot of really fun stuff to show you. It's a few days later, I'm back at home. But first, if you are new here, my name's Chelsey. Thanks for being here. I'm a vintage reseller and I have a vintage store in Harrison, Idaho called Hidden Gems. I also have a couple antique booths in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, one at Paris Vintage Market and the other at the Looking Glass. And I sell online on most major platforms along with our own personal website, which if you subscribe to the website, you get 15% off of your first purchase. So let's jump into the haul. Wow, this flea market was so good. This was my second year attending and we had a lot of fun. I got a lot of really cool stuff. So let's get into it. So the first thing I want to start with is this amazing vintage painting. I fell in love with it the second I saw it. The frame is so beautiful, all of the ornate gold detail, and I really love the black matting. I think that is so striking, especially with this picture. It is signed on the back, and this was done in 1963, so it's very old. I love the dark, moody colors, the sunset, the clouds. What an incredible find. I want to say I ended up paying like $20 or $25 for this, but this will be going online both on Etsy and our website. And then that big mirror right there, so I actually picked that up for my mom. I had FaceTimed her when I was there. She kind of has a little boho vibe going on in her apartment. It's very colorful, lot of wood elements, and it was only $6, which I actually think I ended up getting it for $5. But she liked it, and I figured we could either keep it the natural wood. It does have a flaw where it's broken in a couple pieces, but that's an easy fix. And I also had an idea of spray painting it a color. I usually like natural wood tones, but she is a very colorful woman, and so I thought that would be really cute painting it either like a chartreuse or lime green or even a turquoise color. Honestly, any color would pop on that. I think it's a really cute piece. All right, so it was also my lucky day for little side tables. I found several vintage side tables. I think all of them were under $10. I want to say they were even maybe $5 a piece on those. They're not in perfect condition. They've got some scratches, which is totally okay with me. I like the character of old wood tables. For someone that did want a project piece and wanted to paint them, you could absolutely do that too. But the legs have so much character. I really love the mid-century piece and that kind of, it's almost like a rounded triangle, if that makes sense. But I really like the minimalism of that piece. And I also found this wall hanger with some gold painted detail, and I love the shape of that. And I want to say I ended up getting that one for $10. I know I mentioned before that books are a really good seller for us in the store, and there was this one booth that had lots of really great books for only $1 a piece. But one of my favorite ones I picked up was this cowboy book, the Montana Cowboy. The cover of it's torn in a couple places, so I'm actually just gonna, I think, take the cover off because it's the same on the hardback. So this was originally a $60 book, so that was wild to me, but it's got some really beautiful pictures inside, and I'm gonna take this one to our store. And then I also picked up these two books. One is this old train book. Trains are always super popular, so that will do well in the store. And then I also picked up this old car, this automobile, Harrah's automobile collection. We actually have a car show, an annual car show in Harrison. And I wanna say there's probably close to 100 cars that come out. It's a really big event, brings in a lot of locals and tourists alike. So I think this will definitely do good there. So both of those are gonna be going into the shop. And this last book is actually Bible stories, but it's illustrated. This one I actually ended up getting at the thrift store. And at a different thrift store, I also picked up this cross bookmark. So this I'll be keeping for myself. I just love that. I'm gonna put that in my Bible. And I think I'm gonna hang on to this one as well. This is a really old one. I think this was from, yeah, it's signed inside. It was given to somebody in 1959. And I love the illustrations on that. So that'll be in my personal collection. All right, and then y'all saw me film this already, but I wanted to give you a little bit closer up of this pillow right here. It does need a little bit of shaving, but overall it's still in very good condition. But I just thought that was hilarious. Someone had said that they couldn't get the pillow back in, and so they were only charging $1 for it. For me, I was like, challenge accepted. I got it right back in, no issue whatsoever. So this will probably be going to one of my booths or possibly in the store. My other really big win for the flea market is that I found a lot of Western themed items, specifically horses. Anything Western always is a really great seller for us, but specifically horses, I feel like is such a hot trending piece or trending item right now. And so I was really excited about these finds. So the first one I got is this, I think it's bronze. It's pretty heavy. It does have that copper color, but because of the weight of it, I want to say it's bronze. I'm not sure exactly, but it's this little wall hanger here, and it's got this 3D horse on it. Some of these prices are tagged. I did a bundle deal, so I think I ended up actually paying less than what it was priced at, but I thought that was a really good one there. And then I think this came with something, was this tiny little easel, so I'll probably just hang on to that for display, or maybe use that as a little freebie piece with something else that I end up selling. And then I also got this horse glass art, if you can see it inside of there, and it's flat on the bottom, so it can sit up on a shelf. I think that'd be really nice up on a bookshelf. And this was so cool. It's a Pegasus earring holder. So it has all these holes in here for earrings. It is stamped on the back, Torino. I haven't looked this up yet, so I don't know how old it is. But I just thought that was so cool. I'm gonna use this at the shop, probably for display. I don't know if I'm actually even gonna sell this just because I've never seen anything like that before, and I really like it. And I got all this really great Western jewelry. So these are 2 belt buckles. I don't believe this is real silver. I'm gonna have to do a test on that, but I don't believe it is, just based on the weight and looking at like the coloring and stuff. But regardless, I love the horse and the horseshoe on there. It's a really cool shape. We sell belt buckles all day long in our store, so that's going to be going to the store. And I thought this one was really cool too. I don't know if this is brass or copper, I don't know. Anyways, but it's got the bucking bronco on there. I just noticed it has the cowboy sitting in the back with the horseshoe. That's a really cool piece. I've also seen some ideas lately where they make jewelry and put belt buckles or even like big Western pendants on some silver chains. So I thought that was a cute idea if someone wanted to do that as a DIY. And then I also found these earrings. They are not real silver or gold, but they were really cute. The first is those cowboy boots with the spur, and then those horseshoes. I also found that little cowboy boot charm. And I love this. It's not real gold, but it does have the crushed turquoise and coral. And I paid up a little bit for it. I think I paid $10 for this, but with a new watch face on there, or even some kind of clasp right here, I just think that would make a really cool bracelet. But that was a really neat piece. I was excited to find that. And all those jewelry pieces came from one vendor, and I think the other couple horse pieces came from the vendor right next to them. And the way they were chatting, I'm not sure if they were actually together or not, but those booths were right next to each other. And that's probably where I found the most stuff at the whole flea market. A lot of small stuff, but I was really excited about those pieces. And also from one of those same vendors, the vendor where I got all of the jewelry, I found this really cool box. It's got the little brass details on top and the clasp. I think this is made out of bone or antler. It's kind of hard to tell, but it has this purple, it's like a royal purple. I don't know if that color's showing up on camera, but it's got this royal purple felt inside. It latches right there in the front. This will probably be going in store and also listed online. And then at another vendor's spot, they had a lot of different craft jewelry and a lot of earrings. So I picked up these moonstone earrings, and y'all might remember from a few videos back, I had a moonstone necklace. It is listed online right now, but I thought those would go really perfect with that necklace. I'm not sure if they're sterling. I will have to test those. And I don't know if I'm gonna sell these yet because I have a big moonstone ring, and I think that would be really cool. So this might stay in my personal collection. I will put a link below if I decide to list it. But this is so cute. It is flowers, little roses in a taco, a black little taco. I mean, who doesn't need flowers in a taco? I don't know, it's just a cute little brooch there. And then I found just some scrap little pieces. They are backings that go behind like over beads or earrings. And I paid $1 for all of those. So that'll be really good just for jewelry crafting. And then I found this really pretty brooch. It's a rose and it has a tiny little stone right there. I love the size of it though. Brooches are huge for this year. So one of the big trends is accessorizing blazers with a bunch of brooches, putting them on bags, ties, literally everything. Brooches are so hot right now, and we have quite a few in the shop, but I thought that was gonna be a really good addition, and that'll be going to the store. And I think that's all of the jewelry. So the next few little smaller items that I picked up at the flea market, I got this pair. So these were made in Italy, really thin brass, but they have butterflies all around them. And then they have the 2 old pictures in there. I thought those were so sweet. And I think I got these for $5 for the pair. I also, and this is all at the same booth, I found this dragonfly. It's copper. This little dragonfly hook. I thought that was really adorable. I found this set of 4 napkin rings and brass napkin rings. I think those are really good sellers right now. So these will be going on Etsy. I will put these 2 little pictures on Etsy as well. They are little wall hangers. They have the hook right there. This will probably just be going to my booth. And then I found this tiny little miniature brass frame. I'll probably just hold on to this and save it for when I find a really like miniature little piece of art, or I might even paint something. Excuse me. I might even paint something to put in there. So I'll probably hold on to that, but everything else will be going online and in my booth. And I think the last thing that I got at the market is this beanie. I saw this in a bin, and what caught my eye, it was flipped out. Where did it go? Oh, it was flipped inside out, and I saw the Pendleton tag. So very nice wool Pendleton beanie that I got for $1. All right, so moving on to my thrift store finds. I think we went to 5 different thrift stores after the flea market, so everything else I got from the thrift. The first thing I found was this really pretty hand-painted vase here. It was made in China. I can tell by the tag it is very old, but I just loved the colors and the picture on that. It's got all the different fruit with the grapes, and it looks like, I don't know what kind of fruits those are actually. So maybe some pears or apples, but I just thought the colors in that were so pretty, and it's outlined. I don't know if you can tell there, but it's outlined with gold detail. So I picked that up from Goodwill. And these I thought were so cute. I got this pair of Italian Florentine little miniature trinket trays. I think these are Florentine. I guess that would count as Florentine, but it's got the gold and blue paint. I love the little scalloped edges there, and they were only 99 cents, and they are marked on the back. It says Italy. And then I picked up this really cute little porcelain dish, and it has tiny little hearts on that. little trinket dish there, and I love the little delicate rose detail there on top. I just thought that was really cute. Oh, and I missed one thing from the flea market I forgot to show you. I got this tiny little bell. I paid 50 cents for that, but that was from the flea as well. And then these two finds are for my own personal collection, but I found this old wooden spoon. I just love the shape and the dark wood color of that. And it is marked on the bottom. It was made in France. So I got that at Goodwill, and then I got this piece from a different thrift store that I paid $2 for, but it is a little artisan studio pottery mug. And I've mentioned in past videos that I'm working on changing out our dishware to more stoneware pieces. So that's gonna be a good piece to add to my collection. And I don't think I showed this on camera, but I picked up this little plate that says Joy. So my aunt's name is Joy, and she is just the funnest, brightest, most cheerful personality. And when I saw it, I had to pick that up. So by the time this video comes out, if she watches this video, this will already be on its way to her. So hopefully she will get it by the time she sees this, so I'm not ruining any surprises. But I picked that up from Idaho Youth Ranch for her. And this is a piece I got for myself. At least I think I'm gonna hold on to this for myself, at least for a little while. So I love the colors on that. It is a vintage patchwork leather and suede bag. I just love all those dark, moody colors. The little clasp right here is so, is so cool. I did pay up a little bit for it. So it was marked at $25, but I had a $10 off coupon. So I applied it to this and basically paid $15 for this. So for that, I was like, yes, I will take it. So I'm gonna be hanging on to this one for a while. And the last two things I got at the thrift is that scalloped little lampshade, which I fell in love with. It's from the 50s, and I thought it was just so adorable. It is vinyl. The top of it has all these flowers. It is broken in a couple pieces, but honestly, you don't even hardly see it. And it fits on this particular lamp so perfectly. So I'm really glad I held out for a little while to find the perfect lampshade. So now that I found one, that one is gonna be probably going either to my booth or to our store. And then I found this really cool trash can. And what I love about it is it's on wheels, and I just love the top of it. And I'm trying to decide, because we have a little space in our Airbnb where the trash can fits, and I think it'll fit perfectly in there. I think I paid $9 for that. So I'm gonna try it there and either hang on to it and keep it at our Airbnb, and if not, I will be bringing that to the shop for sale. Okay, friends, well, I think that's it for today. Thank y'all so much for joining, and be sure to check out the featured listings down below in the description, and give me a follow on Instagram. I post daily content over there and a lot more behind the scenes. And be sure to subscribe to our website so you get that 15% off on your first purchase. And I guess that's it for today. So I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Had been a wallflower for so long, standing on the sidelines, watching life go by. But now I hear something that sounds like a love song from the birds in the sky. Seems I'm falling